Number 2, we are graphing another exponential. And really the only difference is the numbers are a little bit different and we have a negative sign in front of the x. So let's plot 6 ordered pairs and then we'll sketch the graph. And before I do that, what is the horizontal asymptote for this function? Well, remember that 2 to the x, or even 2 to the negative x, or a function of x and negative x, this kind of a thing, would, if it were just that, it would be the x-axis. But now we've got this minus 9, which lowers it 9 units. So I can go ahead if I want to. It's not essential, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This dashed line would be the horizontal asymptote. And again, this, I'm not plotting this point, but that's the origin right there. Here's the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so let's first pick, let me do x, y. What would be a nice number to start with here? I'd like to start off with maybe 2 to the 0 minus 9. So that means that x would have to be a 3. So I'm going to start here with 3. And that would give me 2 to the negative 3 plus 3, which is 2 to the 0, minus 9. Remember that 2 to the 0 is equal to 1. So 1 minus 9 is going to give me a negative 8. So the ordered pair I'm going to plot is 3 comma negative 8. Let's go ahead and plot that. 1, 2, 3. And I know that's 9, negative 9, so this will be negative 8 right here. All right, let's go, let's see, let's go either to the left or to the right. Let's go smaller numbers for x. That way we won't have any fractions to deal with yet. So if I go to 2, notice that now it's negative 2 plus 3. Negative 2 plus 3 is just 1. That is 2 to the 1 minus 9. 2 minus 9 is a negative 7. So that ordered pair is going to be 2, negative 7. Let me go ahead and do a 1. 1, negative 1 plus 3 is going to be a 2. So it's going to be 2 squared minus 9. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 9 would be a negative 5. And let's go ahead and do one more in that direction. Let's plug in a 0. If x is a 0, we get 2 to the third minus 9. 2 to the third is 8 minus 9, which is negative 1. So 0 comma negative 1, and we might as well keep going because I've got plenty of room. If we get a negative 1, if x is a negative 1, then negative x would be 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 to the fourth minus 9 is 16 minus 9, which gives us 7. So let's plot those points, and then we'll work down the other direction, numbers for x that are bigger than 3. Okay, so 2 is going to be a negative 7. So 2 goes down to negative 7. 1, comma, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, comma, negative 1. Negative 1 jumps way up to 7. Well, I think we can see what's going to happen. It's going to come down like this, and it's going to stay above that asymptote. But let's plug, we need to do at least 6 ordered pairs. So negative 1, let's do to 4, and we'll do 5. And I might do an extra one after that as well. But all right, so now we're going to get negative exponents. So if x is a 4, we get negative 4 plus 3. That's 2 to the negative 1 minus 9. 2 to the negative 1 minus 9. Remember what 2 to the negative 1 is? It's 1/2 to the positive 1. The reciprocal of 2 raised to the positive 1. So that's 1/2 minus 9. Well, doing it the other direction, 9 minus 1/2 gives us 8.5. But this is the negative 1 has a bigger magnitude, so we just reverse the sign. 1/2 minus 9 is negative 8.1/2. Now let's go to x equal 5. If x is 5, we get negative 5 plus 3 for the exponent. That's a negative 2. 2 to the negative 2 minus 9. 2 to the negative 2 is 1/2 raised to the positive 2, which is a fourth. A fourth minus 9, well, think of 9 minus a fourth, and we would get 8 3/4. And it's negative because the 9 is bigger than the one that's negative, the 9. That's a bigger magnitude than this number, so it's negative. Okay, let's plot those points. 4, negative 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down to 8 and 8.5. So it's going to be right in the middle of this. So it's going to be right there. And then if we go over to 5, it's going to be negative 8 3/4, which is getting closer to negative 9. And if we went down something like to 10, we would get 2 to the negative 10 plus 3. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. 2 to the negative 7 minus 9 is equal to, well, let's see, 1 over 2 to the 7th minus 9. 2 to the 7th is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 1 over 128 minus 9. So essentially, that's going to be 9, negative 8, and goodness, that's going to be, and 127 over 128. Whew. Okay, so that is extremely close to negative 9, just barely above it. So again, I did that. That was an optional one. There was more points than necessary. But let's draw the graph, which will look like this. It was 0, 0. I just happened to plot the origin. That's not part of the graph. All right, and you should put a arrow on both ends. It continues. So this is the graph of 2 to the negative x plus 3 minus 9.